What it do? ¿Qué pasa, raza? We are here al Cuerpo Boxing. We got a we got a good fight tonight, or we got some good fights. Sorry, I should say we got a good card tonight. I'm so hyped up for Prograis versus Jojo Diaz. Two zurdos, two southpaws going to go at it, and then of course the main event, Duarte versus Kenneth Sims Jr. Uh, I've been thinking a lot about Diaz's return, Prograis' return. And I'll say that I've kind of always been a fan of Jojo Diaz, kind of, husky, little runtish kind of dude, but knows how to fight. And he's a pretty slick, skillful type of southpaw that likes to come forward too, which I like. I'm a fan of that type. Um, and I'll say Jojo Diaz actually does well when he's boxing other boxers. Okay. He's good. He's in the groove when he's in the mode for like chess match type of counterattacks or just chess moves in general. But he has problems with guys that are more aggressive come forward. Again, kind of like the Duarte and the Cepeda. If I'm remembering it correctly, I know he fought Cepeda. Not sure if he fought Duarte. If he did, um, I apologize. I don't remember that one. Also, Prograis, I'm kind of like slightly leaning towards him to win this fight. I'm undecided right now if he's going to win by a stoppage because Jojo D has been taking a lot of damage um, as of late in his post career. At the same time, Jojo he's actually performing better, man, at the higher weights, anywhere from 135 and above. Um, Definitely is helping his resistance. And beforehand, I was eager to see the Jojo Diaz versus Nicholas Walters, the X-Man, but that fight was canceled. Uh, and because I wanted to see Jojo Diaz's return. I like people or men that, you know, how would you say this? They praise the religion. I know Jojo Diaz is a true man or I should say, son of God, right? If I'm pronouncing that correctly. Let me do a quick shout out to Miss Donna Barbie. Donna Barbie. Um, Go ahead and subscribe to her or he, whatnot. But yeah, I've always been a fan of Jojo Diaz. Um, Liked his fights against, obviously his fight when he became a champion against Tevin Farmer right back in the day. That was a good fight. Again, two southpaws going at it. Uh, who did he fight? I think his name was Kurbanov. If I'm not pronouncing that correctly, but he had a tough fight in that. I thought he actually exited a bit, but whatever. I have no complaints. And then so here we are against Prograis, who got really outpointed, outclassed against Devin Haney. We know kind of like the criticism that Prograis had in the aftermath. This is before the scandal of Ryan Garcia's anti-doping, scenario. But Prograis was complaining about Devin Haney's weight, right? About him gaining about 25 pounds more and whatnot. But whatever, that's you sign up for. That's part of your game. It's part of the game. Sorry. Donna Barbie says, "What's your favorite food?" I mean, I like all types. Not a fan of Indian food. Sorry, I don't mean to offend anybody, but kind of the foods that I don't really mess with. Stuff that has like a lot of exotic spices, but whatever, each to their own. I'm just not into that groove. At least now in my life, never been to that groove, but I might change in the future. But anyways, back to boxing. Prograis had a pretty good fight with Josh Taylor. We know that fight for that unification bout. Uh, Again, I had it like 7-5 for Taylor. What else do we have for Prograis? I liked Progress's return when he pretty much smashed Julius on Dong. I remember that fight. But it's gonna be an interesting fight, man, because Prograis always been kind of like by style basis per fight. He's not really a pure boxer. He's more like I would say like fluid liberal boxer type of punch Prograis is. Came in late in the game. but he's not afraid to let his hands go. That's what I like about Prograis. And I think obviously with this fight, it's a more balanced fight as far as weight. What I mean balanced is because it's not like a Devin Haney type of scenario where he was I guess maybe 10 pounds in difference in that fight. But right now, I'm leaning kind of like 60-40 in favor of Regis, but I'm rooting for Jojo Diaz to win. You know, it's a nice mix up of southpaws in this fight. Now let's jump to Duarte and Kenneth Sims Jr. And Kenneth Sims Jr. is obviously the more, I guess, quote, pure boxer. Not the most amazing, pure boxer, but he's more of the boxer in this fight. Duarte, very heavy-handed cat. I think his run right now from 135 to 140, right? That being the Ryan Garcia fight. You know, given Ryan Garcia's uh, opinions as of late, like Ryan Garcia as of late, he's had like his strong opinions towards Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy. And I'm wondering, I just thought today, I'm wondering if maybe Golden Boy on the down low, they wanted to kind of pass Ryan's torch to Duarte, you know, more so like about the discipline game that I would assume Duarte is more focused into boxing and Ryan Garcia has been more of the social media type of cat in boxing, which for a time I didn't mind it, but you got to stay focused in the gym, man, you know? And if you guys know me, let me say a quick shout out to Purazo Sur, Puro Sur, to the body, así es, to the body, that's how we like it. Oh, it's my carnal, the carnal, el jefe, Boxeo Atómico. Welcome to Atómico. Go ahead and subscribe to Puro Sur and Atómico. Boxeo Atómico is a real dude. He says, que rollo, Puro Sur y al cuerpo boxing. He's saying pretty much what's up. Salute to the raza. But what was I? Oh, yeah, back to like the Ryan Garcia thing. You know, me, Atomico, or I should say I, Atomico and Puro, from what I remember, we've been fans of Ryan Garcia, but I think like we're realists and there's sometimes a threshold. Uh, we've all got our angles on what we like and how to troll others. But for me, what I never liked about Ryan was the whole selfie type of uh the selfie type of game. Like, I don't know, it's just me personally. If when I'm following Ryan Garcia, I want to know what's up with boxing, be it drills, what he's doing in the gym. And so if I see a feed, or this is like a year before, maybe two, when I see feeds of Ryan Garcia doing selfies in the mirror, I'm like, "Nah, I don't want to see that stuff. I don't want to see that that pop of a feed. For me personally, I'm not into that stuff. I don't like it. And maybe it could be that caught up to Ryan Garcia. Whatever, want to give Ryan a second chance. Maybe he should have been out of Golden Boy for a long time. And now, as Canelo was telling a lot of people in industry and other boxers, like stay away from Golden Boy. And that's not a huge knock on Oscar, but people change, man. Business change. Golden Boy is not as strong as it was before. Like the same thing with the PBC. Puro says, "What up, Kopi?" So back to Kenneth Stims and Duarte. I'm picking Duarte in this fight. I think Duarte, he's like a mystery man. 7 pounds from 135 to 143. And I'm talking about the fight with Ryan Garcia and before, like the fight he had with Jojo Diaz. Well, let's say from 140 to 143, the catch weight. I like Duarte. I really do. I like Duarte. I think Robert Garcia is managing him well. They're doing proper drills. And hopefully Duarte can become a champion. I believe the fight's gonna be in Chicago. So to all my boys out in the Chi Town, try and catch that fight if you still got tickets. Um, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. Who you guys have winning this night? I'm picking Duarte to man, guys. I'm feeling good on this. I'm thinking maybe a unanimous decision for Duarte, or he wants to go for the stoppage and make a good statement. Maybe ninth round stoppage or 10th round stoppage for Duarte. But I got to make a decision. I can't be like going back and forth unless we're talking the betting odds, right? But right now I'm going to do direct. I'm going to say Duarte is going to win in, let's say, the 11th round or 10th round stoppage. I got to decide which round, right? And then again, to go back to Progray and what's his name, Jojo Diaz, I gotta lean with Prograis on this one. Sorry about that. Let me get a quick shout out to Atomico. Atomico's got Duarte. Eh, en el 8011, así es. Eh, Puro Sur, man, it's hard to see with the reflection. Puro's got Ryan and his contemporaries, Devin, Shakur, Theo are clowns. So it is what it is. But Fishnet is just a snake. And it's the un tramposo. Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, Oscar, he's had his different priorities. You know, I think ever since Canelo left Golden Boy and they lost a massive business with the zone, I'm sure there was some cuts. Oscar, he got a little thirsty. He sold the ring mag to the Arabs. He sold it to Turkey. What can we do? What can we say? But I agree with Puro Sur. Focus on Puro's comments, and then also, yeah, man, that's pretty much all I got on this one. I want to do a quick prediction, but I'm about to do another quick back because I want to talk about Canelo Crawford. I got an interesting one because I want to talk about the whole pound for pound theory between Canelo and Crawford. Look at Crawford at the age of 26. Look at Canelo at the age of 23. At the times when these guys are really, really cutting weight, right? And check it out, guys. I got a surprise for you. And this goes for all the stars or boxers in general, is the race to go northbound. Who's really putting in that work? Who's really taking challenges to go up fast? Now, you got some fans that'll say, well, you don't got to expect the boxer to go up too fast, or you don't expect him to go fast. For example, Golovkin. But in my opinion, Golovkin should have already moved up to 168 a long time ago. But I think his handlers, K2, Tom Loeffler, they were like milking Golovkin's elite levelness at 160 pounds, and he could have been great. He could have been more great than what he was. But what can I say? If you're also a Canelo fan, I'm a Golovkin fan, but maybe Golovkin staying at 160 did good things for Canelo, right? Because that fight that Canelo had with Golovkin boosted the lion in Canelo, and that's why he could take power, man. Because Golovkin was all time great power hitter, man. Let me do a quick shout out to Puro because he got some comments. Started Golden Boy to be the boxer's promoter, but just like Floyd, they became what they hated. Yeah, it's true. 50-50 Duarte fight, Jojo by split decision. I like that. Hmm. Yeah, because I was saying, Puro, that Jojo is good when he's fighting against boxers. Jojo likes that chess match type of vibe. But when it comes to is Prograis really going to come forward? Why not? Let me see Prograis. I want to see Prograis kind of walk forward. Give us something like of that type of vibe. But if Prograis going to kind of be leaned back and kind of posting it, but also throwing power shots, because Prograis got speed. I've always given him that. Prograis got heavy-handed speed. I've always liked Prograis' right-handed power punching, man. He's got a really, really good hook, right-hand hook. So, but anyways, I'm gonna cut out Puro and Atomico. I'm gonna do another quick one right now because I want to talk about Canelo Crawford, but I got a different thumbnail in that one. That's why I want to jump off this. But that's what I got for this one. I'm picking Prograis. Uh, I said it before, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 10th round stoppage. It all depends on how hungry Prograis is, but I'm gonna go with Prograis on this one. Going with Prograis. And Duarte, I'm picking him by stoppage. Again, guys, and right now, in what's going on in boxing, you got to make big statements if you want big bags, man, because the Arabs are throwing nice money. So that brings a nice context, a different circumstance. So that's what I'm expecting, okay? Um, that's what I got on my picks, guys. I'll catch you up in a bit. Peace.